Hey guys, it's Lauren. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the Danny Phantom episode Friday night, and this is my very first review, so hope you guys enjoy. So, this is season 1, episode 13. So the plot is that Danny and Dash compete to put on the best Halloween exhibit to avoid getting detention. After Danny reads up a legend of the terrifying Fright Night, he takes his swords to use as a prop only for the Fright Night to invade Amity Park. And guys, this is the synopsis. It is Halloween, but Danny has no time to celebrate as his Fright with the ghost eel goes wrong. The creature sends Danny back to Casper High, where he bumps into a ladder, turning human as the paint bucket on top falls off and the paint spills over Dash's jacket. Dash threatens Danny until Lancer puts a stop to them. Lancer decides to not outright to give the two detention. Instead, he explains that someone out of the school faculty has chosen to decorate an abandoned haunted house for a Halloween party every year. That he's chosen both Dash and Danny to help decorate. Whoever makes the scariest haunted house will avoid detention. The two lucky students make a little side bet as well. If Danny wins, Dash has to dash around the school parking lot in his underwear. But if he loses, then Danny will be forced to eat Dash's dirty, smelly, rotten underwear. Danny tries to think of his scary house plans back home, but neither Tucker nor Sam are frightened by his idea. Danny struggles with ideas for his exhibit. Sam, however, gives Danny an edge by getting him a book about the Fright Night. A ghost uses his soul shudder sword to send people to their worst nightmares. Danny flips through the pages and recognizes the location of one of the pictures. Taking out a map of the ghost zone the trio had been making, where Fright Night's castle is displayed, Danny decides to take inspiration from the Fright Night for his exhibit. However, it is rather cheaply made and still does not seem to strike fear into anyone, but Danny believes that he's going to win this one. Tucker soon leaves to go trick-or-treating just as Danny's parents enter to see if ghosts are nearby. Danny makes them leave before Lancer comes and suspects that they helped him, and to avoid telling him this was to avoid attention, and tells them that he just got interested in ghosts just like his father. With everything planned, Danny goes ghost and checks out the competition. I think it will pale in comparison for his project. However, Dash has managed to one-up Danny, and Lancer is inspecting Dash's exhibit. Desperate, Danny heads to the ghost zone, where he enters Fright Night's castle, frantically avoids the many traps held inside, only to figure out his human self will be unharmed by them. Turning human, he delves further in and finds the soul shredder launched inside a pumpkin. Fishing it out, he starts to head back, only to be surrounded by skeletons. Turning ghost again, Danny begins to fight them off till they start bowing. Danny turns out to see an angry Fright Night emerging from the pumpkin, now free, having the sword lifted out. He demands it back, but Danny refuses, so the grumpy knight gives chase with his winged horse while Danny runs off. Danny manages to escape from the ghost zone and close the portal, returns to the haunted house. The Fright Night, however, forces the gates open easily. Upon his return, Sam is a bit concerned over Danny stealing the sword. Danny refuses to worry as he sticks the sword to the ground, causing it to take over the entire haunted house. Turned various dummies, Dash has displayed into living zombies. Lancer comes over to grade Danny's work while the Fright Night searches for the sword. Lancer is unimpressed by the sword's effect, takes more at the haunted house, and incidentally, the entire city of Amity Park, causing everyday objects to turn into monsters. Fright Night sees a screaming Dash running away from the monsters inside the haunted house, demands to know where the sword is. He gives the answer and runs like there's no tomorrow. Afterwards, Tucker casually comes over to the Fright Night, mistaking him for Danny, till the Fright Night grabs him and demands he takes him to his sword, vowing to have him rule over Amity Park's new domain. Meanwhile, Lancer is even more impressed on Danny's display. So courtesy still courtesy of Fright Night's sword, Danny handles any glaring problems by using Benton gear to covertly fend them off until Lancer declares him the winner. Fortunately, the Fright Night arrives, takes his sword back, and sends both Lancer and Tucker to other dimensions to live out their worst nightmares. With only Danny and Sam left, Danny finally apologizes for getting so caught up in winning and continues fighting the Fright Night. Meanwhile, Sam manages to find his weakness from the book she bought, saying that he must put the soul shredder in a pumpkin while chanting a spell to seal Fright Night. Observing around, Danny spots Tucker's pumpkin bucket where he stored his candy. After a quick battle with Fright Night, flips him over and goes to do the spell to seal him. Takes the sword, smashing it into the pumpkin. The Fright Night and his horse are sent back from where they came from, trapped once more. After this, Lancer and Tucker return safely, pressed by Danny's exhibit. Lancer declares Danny the winner, but feeling guilty for his mistake. Danny confesses that he cheated, saying that he used his parents' technology to create a scary room. Where Lancer doesn't care, seeing as he can now win up his own competition. When he starts to prepare the party, Danny and Jack accidentally spray him with a bent bomber. And he witnesses Miss Tetzlaff and school students making fun of him. Instantly changes his mind, declares Dash the winner, and gives Danny detention. As Jack and Maddie didn't want Danny going along with an anti-detention scheme, he is punished by his parents, much to Danny's dismay. Having lost the bet and receiving detention, Danny is stuck eating Dash's underwear the next day. The end. Guys, so that was Danny Phantom Fright Night. I really hope you enjoyed it. And so tomorrow I'm going to be doing a review on the Kim Possible Halloween episode, October 31st. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please click like, subscribe. And in the comments, let me know what fanfiction you want me to read next. Bye!